How is it going today? It is cooler out where I am. I'm down in western Kentucky, just a little bit north of Murray State University, and just enjoying the beauty and the splendor of creation, and just a place where I've really been blessed here over the years at this little farm, and God's taught me a lot about his personality, his person, and his love for me and for others here. And so it's just a kind of a nice reunion just in this spot on the planet, and hopefully with some friends that really have enriched my life over the years. And so as I was pondering the possibilities of life today, I was thinking about Romans 3. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And that verse has captivated a lot of believers because they've learned that particular verse. But if you go up just a couple verses above that, Romans 3:21, it says that apart from the law, righteousness has been manifested through Jesus to us. And I thought with that word apart, I thought of like when the sea was parted or the river was parted, and that there was two separate sections apart. Apart from the law, there's a separation between the righteousness of God and the law. They're two separate things, and there's a division, and they're not really related. There's no correlation between the law and righteousness, and other than the law points out unrighteousness. And so he said that now that we have righteousness, the law is apart from where we are. We don't live by the law. And so I was just thinking about that idea and how ridiculous that sounds to a lot of us as we grew up being taught the do's and don'ts of what God's interested in. And it's just kind of, the more you think about it, the more absurd it is. And if you're the God of creation and you can create woods like this, that there's just a certain edge to these woods. Like if the wind blows, a limb could fall. If it's a storm, the whole tree can fall. There's probably varmints in those woods that would probably cause me to tremble. There's just all kinds of kind of edgy stuff in creation. And so to think that God is going to put like bumpers on a bowling alley for you, guidelines that this is all you can do on this planet, is kind of absurd when you think about it. And yet that's how most of us has been taught to live this life. And there's really no life in that. The life comes from the manifestation of his righteousness, which was through Jesus Christ, who not only lived and died and made a sacrifice for us, but he also came to live in us. And through that process of living in us, he put his spirit in us to never separate from us or leave us. And so with that, you can kind of envision the law as the brakes on your car, and righteousness through faith and grace as the gasoline. Think about that for a second. Is your car going to do its thing with the brakes on, or is it going to do it with the gas? I'd encourage you to figure out what walking by the Spirit looks like and just stomp on that gas and trust his Spirit where he's going to lead you and see where you end up. I bet it's going to be someplace cool. I'll see you.